Hello everybody and welcome to another how-to episode with me, Simulation for the Nation. This week we're going to be looking into some guidance steering by Wobster, but before we do, if these tutorials are helpful for you and you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring that little bell for videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. This week, like I say, we're going to look at some guidance steering here. I've had a few people ask how we download this and how we update it, so I thought why not, let's put up a little video to do so. The first thing you want to do is very simple. You're going to go to this website right about here. This is on the GitHub. It's the best place to get the most up-to-date version. If you're not sure what the GitHub is, it's a brilliant forum whereby anyone who is creating any sort of coding, scripts, anything like that across multiple platforms and genres and games and just in general software assistance, you can get it from here. So you're going to go onto github.com, you're going to search, and I'm going to put the link in the description below, but you're going to search for guidance steering. It should bring you to the same place. And you should find something that looks a little bit like this on that right-hand side. Now, there's all of the different forums here. These forums give you a little bit of the direct code that we may need. It gives you some, there's opportunities here to document any issues that you may have here, so that the creators, Wobster in this particular instance, can actually look into it and figure out what they want to do. But for simply download, you're going to stay on the code category at the top, and you're going to go to clone or download, and then I'm going to go download zip. And you should see in a minute or two that is going to start downloading. Downloading right about now there, and then we'll go over to our over here, and you can see we have guidance steering master there ready to roll. Now what we're going to do, this is actually going to have a few different files inside there. We're going to rename it. I find it's the easiest way to go, so we're going to extract it first, because we want to get to the file inside it here, which is this one. So if we look inside here, that's what we need to see. Now we want this guy without that dash in the middle of it, so I'm going to take that out and just call it guidance steering master. That's perfect. Then I'm going to take this, we're going to copy it, and we're going to put it into our game file. So I'm going to use Control X. I'm going to go into my mods here, and I'm going to go Control V. Now you'll see that there's already the same version in here, because this is, obviously I've already got GPS in game. So we're going to go replace all files. And just like that, we're looking good to go. So here it is in our save file there. Open this guy up, and there we go. Perfect. Now we can go back, we can close these down, we're going to get ourselves into game there. That is all that you need to do to download it, so we're going to have a look at it in game. So join me in just a second there and we'll see what it's looking like. Okay then folks, so we are now in the selection of a new game here, or when you're about to start the game, but obviously identifying the mods that we want to use. You're going to scroll down until you find guidance steering, which is under G for guidance steering, and we're going to use that one. I'm also going to bring in a tractor that we can use just to set it all up properly. That one will do. And we're going to start. We're loading into Lone Oak Farm just to have a quick play around, because why the heck not? Once this loads in, you need to make sure that we need to buy the tractor first. We need to configure the tractor to have GPS involved there, and then we're going to have a look in to see how the GPS works itself. There's a few different manners in which it can work, and a few new features there as well, which is pretty cool. So we'll have to have a look in to see what that looks like. Join me in a minute and we'll get this all underway. Okay, so you're in the field. You have everything kind of set up ready to go in terms of your, you've got your field, you've got your machinery set up, but what we need to do now is make sure that they're all set up properly for GPS. So what we're going to do there, as you can see, we've got left control S, we need to go to bring up our menu. So this is our in-game HUD. This is the very basic version here. You can toggle the GPS on or off here, but we can do that elsewhere. Now headland mode, we'll get to in a little while. What we need to make sure is that your vehicle width is correct. So you can go auto width, and that's going to change it down to the right size. Offset here would be, for example, if you're using a plow or a mower that hangs out to one side. We don't need that though, so we're going to make it 0. We have no offset that we need at all, because you can see that right now 0, 0, 0. And then the headland, this will allow your tractor to stop before it gets to the edge of the field there, so you can turn around. So it can tell it to be to stop, or you can have it disabled. We're going to go stop. We're 9 meters away, that's great. And then we actually need to start by actually recording our AB line, as it's called. So we're going to lower our tool down into the ground. for this one, it's going to be Alt and E. And then you see a little A appear. That's point A. We're going to travel a little bit further down the line here. Usually it's about 15 meters, and then you can press Alt E again. At that point, we should have now our GPS line. So if I do this, and then I'm going to go show lines, you'll see that now we have that as our plot. That is our course. So you can go Alt X, you can hear a beep, and you'll see the line turns green. The dotted line in the middle there turns green. That means that we're on course now. So I can just plug it into cruise control, and away we go. And the great thing about this is, if I get to a point where I'm happy, and you'll see when we get to the end of this field, 9 meters before the end, the tractor is going to stop. It's going to beep at me to let me know I'm at the end, and then it's going to stop the tractor. There's a beep, and there's a stop. Lift it up. Now, because we're using GPS there, what is great is that I can just skip a lane, come down to this one, and you'll see, there it goes. And off we go again. Arrow straight, perfect GPS. But there's more to it than that. There is a different version we can use, so this is just like your AB line. We're going to look into a slightly different approach where we can just fiddle around with it a little bit. Play with the new interactive HUD. See what else, see what funky other patterns we can get working for us and in our favor. Obviously for a nice square field like this is pretty perfect. You don't really need anything else. Lift up that. And we're going to go down to the bottom end of the field. That's perfect. Well, the train's nice and bumpy here, that's for sure. So, we go back to left control S. Now you see there's a few different options here. We are currently in this menu here. If we go into this guy, there's different line strategies. There's A, B straight, and then there's A plus heading. So that's what we're going to look into. See what that looks like, shall we? So what this one looks like is, you can set the angle that you want to work across the field on. So it will give you a point A anywhere in the field where you are, which is right here, and that'll give you an angle that will work out from there. So now, for example, it's going to let me go at 30 degrees from the from 0, which means that now it calculates the width and lets you go 30 degrees across the field like this in the same integers. So you don't have to work an AB line in there, which is always good. Makes it a little bit easier to set up. You can get it set up in a way without having to worry about it. Over the coming days and weeks and months ahead, I do believe Wobster and his team are going to try and bring in a few other versions of this where you can get some more, where you can kind of follow contours, follow bends and things like that by setting in a manual course. Right now though, we have got the very straightforward, very simple, but very, very effective version of GPS here. So you can see arrow straight lines, correctly spaced based on the implements you're using, and a great feature. It's very simple to use there, you just need to give some time and practice into it. If you do have any questions though, I've been Simulation for the Nation. You can reach me either down below in the comments section or on my Discord and my Facebook pages, links to which are in the description down below. Until next time though, we'll leave it here. Have a great rest of your day, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll see you all later.